Only a few dogs command a room quite like the Giant Schnauzer. Imposing yet elegant, fierce yet deeply loyal, this is a breed that carries generations of working heritage in its stride. To truly understand the Giant Schnauzer is to understand a dog forged not by accident, but by deliberate purpose, shaped by the rugged landscapes of Bavaria and the demands of rural life. The story begins in the 1600s in the Württemberg and Bavaria regions in Germany. Farmers needed a dog capable of driving livestock across long distances, guarding property through harsh winters, and adapting to a life lived almost entirely outdoors. The standard Schnauzer, already an established working breed in the region, served as the foundation, but cattlemen wanted something bigger, stronger, and more formidable than the terrier. To achieve this, breeders introduced several other breeds into the bloodline. The Bouvier de Flandre contributed herding ability and raw physical strength, and influenced the aesthetic lots too. The Great Dane brought even more size and a commanding presence. Rougher-coated shepherd dogs from the alpine regions added weather resistance and stamina, while the Black Great Dane variants reinforced the breed's signature dark coloring. Some historians also suggest influence from the Rottweiler, lending additional drivability and working tenacity. The result of all this careful blending was a substantially larger, more powerful version of the Schnauzer, distinct in form but unmistakable in family resemblance. Originally called the Münchener Schnauzer or the Riesenschnauzer, meaning giant in German, the breed became a fixture on Bavarian farms and in the stockyards of Munich. Butchers favored them for driving cattle through city streets. Breweries employed them as guardians of their premises overnight. This was not a pampered companion animal, it was a working partner, valued for its intelligence and reliability in equal measure. As the 1900s arrived, the Giant Schnauzer's reputation extended far beyond livestock and breweries. Germany recognized the breed's exceptional trainability and began deploying them in police work during the early 1900s. By the time the First and Second World Wars arrived, the Giant Schnauzer was serving military roles, carrying messages, detecting mines, and performing search and rescue operations alongside soldiers in the field. This transition from agricultural worker to military and police dog was seamless, because the breed's core traits, courage, intelligence, athleticism, and an instinctive protectiveness made it naturally suited to high-stakes environments. Post-war law enforcement agencies across Europe continued to value the breed, and today the Giant Schnauzer remains one of the most respected working breeds in police and military K9 units worldwide. The Giant Schnauzer is a striking animal. Males typically stand between 25.5 and 27.5 inches at the shoulder, with females ranging from 23.5 to 25.5 inches. Weight generally falls between 75 and 105 pounds, though well-muscled males often sit toward the upper end of that range. The build is substantial, deep-chested, broad-backed, and powerfully boned, yet the movement is free and flowing rather than lumbering. The coat is one of the breed's most recognizable features, a dense, wiry outer layer over a soft undercoat, ideally harsh enough to repel dirt and moisture. Coat colors are limited to solid black or salt and pepper, a grizzled blend of gray and black that gives the breed a distinguished, almost austere appearance. Completing the look is the signature Schnauzer facial furnishing, the pronounced beard and eyebrows that lend the face an expression that can only be described as serious wisdom. Those eyebrows, incidentally, are not merely decorative. The dense brow hair originally served to protect working dogs' eyes from debris in the field from its terrier lineage, form-following function, as always. Inside that formidable exterior lives one of the most intellectually engaged dogs in the canine world. The Giant Schnauzer is exceptionally intelligent, ranked consistently among the top working breeds for trainability, but that intelligence comes with an asterisk. This is a dog that thinks. It processes, evaluates, and sometimes decides it has a better idea than you do. For owners who appreciate a dog with genuine personality and mental depth, This is a joy. For those who prefer simple compliance, it can be a challenge. The breed is intensely loyal to its family, forming deep attachments and exhibiting a natural protectiveness that requires no formal training to emerge. They are alert, watchful, and inherently suspicious of strangers. Not aggressively, but with a calm, assessing wariness that makes them outstanding natural guard dogs. Around children, they can be wonderful companions, though their size and exuberance mean early socialization is even more important. The breed is intensely loyal to its family, forming deep attachments and exhibiting a natural protectiveness that requires no formal training to emerge. They are alert, watchful, and inherently suspicious of strangers. Not aggressively, but with a calm, assessing wariness that makes them outstanding natural guard dogs. Around children, they can be wonderful companions, though their size and exuberance mean early socialization is even more important. Energy levels are high and not a breed that is content with a short walk around the street. The Giant Schnauzer thrives on physical challenge and mental stimulation in roughly equal measure. Without adequate outlets, that intelligence and energy will find their own, frequently destructive, expression. Owning a Giant Schnauzer is a genuine commitment and one that rewards experienced dog owners far more readily than first-timers. The breed does best in homes where there is structure, consistency, and an owner who understands that leadership must be earned through engagement rather than enforced through dominance. Exercise requirements are substantial. At minimum, this dog needs 1 to 2 hours of vigorous activity per day. Running, hiking, agility work, or structured play. Schutzhund, tracking, and competitive obedience are all areas where the breed excels and genuinely thrives. Mental stimulation through training sessions, puzzle feeders, or nose work is equally important and should be woven into daily life. Grooming demands attention. The wiry coat does not shed heavily, which is a significant advantage for many owners, but it does require hand stripping 2 to 3 times per year to maintain its correct texture and appearance. The beard, in particular, collects food and water with impressive efficiency, a small but daily consideration. Health-wise, the Giant Schnauzer is generally a robust breed. The most notable concerns include hip dysplasia, which is worth screening for in any large working breed, along with bloat, a serious and potentially fatal condition common in deep-chested dogs that can be mitigated through mindful feeding practices. Thyroid issues and certain autoimmune conditions have also been noted in the breed. A lifespan of 12 to 15 years is typical for a well-cared-for individual. The Giant Schnauzer is not a background breed. It will not quietly fill a corner of your home and ask for little. It will insert itself into your life fully, challenge you intellectually, demand your time and energy, and in return offer a degree of loyalty and partnership that few other breeds can match. It is a breed born of purpose, shaped by centuries of genuine working life, and still carrying that heritage in everything it does. For the right owner, one with the time, experience, and appetite for a true canine partnership, the Giant Schnauzer is not just a pet. It is a commitment that pays dividends in ways that are genuinely difficult to articulate until you have lived it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and suggest any ideas for future videos on your favorite dogs. See you soon!